Oh, yes, sir. All right, y'all. First podcast ever, Chris Ramsey and my boy
Niko Schultz in the cut. What's good, YouTube? What up, podcast? How we doing?
First podcast, man. How you feeling about the first podcast, bro?
I'm feeling good. I feel like this is going to take us real far. You know, Chris, I saw you recently hit 200 subs on YouTube. Congratulations, my boy.
Thank
I'm coming up next.
Hey, we got to make the YouTube going up, man. Hey, man. But honestly, I'm glad we got this started because, you know, a lot of people, especially us, you know, it's always talk, never no movement. So, yeah, I'm glad we getting the movement, bro.
Yeah, we've been talking about this for a while now. This has been going on for the past, 2.5 weeks. We've been talking about making this podcast, trying to get some people down. And right now, it's just us two, but I guarantee you in the future, we're going to have a bigger crowd. One day, we're going to get some celebrities on here, some future NBA stars. You already know, man, but it's got to start somewhere. You got to lay the foundation, and this is it right here. March 3rd, 2022. Let's go.
Oh, shoot. Hey, yo, it is March. Hey, y'all, March. You already know it's my birthday coming up. Hey, we gonna hold this right now. Remember this moment, because next year when we come around, this space, hey, we gotta make sure we keep doing this.
Exactly. We got to keep it going.
Stupid.
This got to be like a weekly thing, man. This got to be something on the weekly.
For real, bro. I can't be so stupid. But,
for sure, man.
But, yeah, here, the plan's in motion. You know, the plans right now, you know, YouTube coming up with the YouTube Shorts. That's a beautiful thing. You know, TikTok coming up. You know, TikTok been a blast. But, you know, we got to spread out all around, especially when it comes to the social media platform thing. You work on one thing, you only reach one audience. You got to get your hands in different honey pots, you feel me? Winnie the Pooh style.
For sure. Well, let me kick things off, Chris. So, starting out as an athlete, I do know that with TikTok and stuff like that, how many followers do you have now? You have 20K, 50K?
Oh, man, I'm at 97K,
He's
bro.
at 97K, bro. Me, I'm at 300 subscribers. So I want you to tell the people, what got you into TikTok as, an influencer, as a D1 athlete? What kind of was your motivation to start this, this TikTok grind?
Okay, so we know TikTok, in the beginning, everyone was all like, hey, yo, pause. Let me make sure my screen don't time out. How do I not time out this? Oh, shit. Okay, so
if your thing's going, I feel like it's not gonna time out.
All right, bet. We just gonna roll with it. All right, so honestly, what got me into TikTok? I mean, you know, the beginning of TikTok, everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, you're attractive. You're an athlete. You should do dance videos with your shirt off." No, I'm not. First of all, I can't dance. So that was the main thing. I can't dance, bro.
Right.
So I couldn't do that. I did do a little bit, some tried to dance, deleted them, couldn't do it. I got off TikTok for a couple months because it wasn't my thing. And then I went up one practice and, you know, I started doing motivational videos, workout videos and stuff, and started getting some traction. People was wondering how I got like this, how long it took. And I feel like that honestly was my spark. The fact that I could inspire other people to work out and get their grind, and then they look up to me for my workouts. Me inspiring people helped inspire me to keep running with the TikTok. That was my TikTok breakthrough, honestly.
Man, that's crazy, bro, because I be seeing you viral every other week. You'll pop up on my For You page, and I see something for 200K, 300K, and I'm like, man, how does this dude be doing it? Because for me, on TikTok, I see it more as a comedy app. I be making so many goofy videos. I recently just posted a video. It got 14K views and 2,000 likes. That's my biggest one so far. So we coming up. But hopefully one day, me and my boy Chris are looking at 500 plus K subscribers. Hit that mill, get that gold plaque on YouTube. That's the goal. Plaque. I just started this YouTube back. I think January 2nd or 3rd, start of 22 as a New Year's resolution. So, I got to look to you to help me freaking build my program, build my social media status, because, that's the future, man. The future is all virtual. So you got to start looking into some new things.
That's really facts. And then honestly, you starting your YouTube back, or you starting it in general, made me start mine back. Cause I started mine last year with the track team. I was like, okay, we doing some track meets, we doing some travel meets. Let me get some stuff out there.
Right.
And then I stopped. And then you was you brought up the fact that I did YouTube and stuff, and you wanted to do YouTube because I did YouTube, and I was all like, I don't even do YouTube no more. So you bringing that up to me honestly made me okay, someone else looking up to me, and he's actually someone that's with me. Usually it's people I don't even know, I don't know. It's weird how people operate when it comes to that sort of thing. They would look up to you, they won't even tell you type stuff, or they won't be sincere with it. But you know that honestly made me start getting back into my grind, like whether that is like the YouTube videos, the TikTok videos, the live.
What up? Chris is live on TikTok. First ever podcast in the making.
In the making. Okay, so Niko, it's your first year on track.
Yes, sir.
Man, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, bro. You know, I started off my season strong. I remember the day I saw you recording at Coach Nikki's Lollapalooza, a little track get-together thing. That was super cool, by the way. You were walking around with your camera, and you were like, Niko, what's your goal this year for track in the 800, bro? I said 152. We starting off the season. And I hit that mark, bro. I went 152, 2 in the 8. And we were starting things all strong. But unfortunately, I did get a stress reaction injury in my left leg, which got me knocked out. Still, that was back, January 29th. I ran one meet. Ever since then, I haven't really been able to recover. But the atmosphere here, bro, the rehab that I've been doing, just the facilities, the people, everything's great, man. I wouldn't take it back for anything. I know I'll be back sooner than later. And when I am going to get back, I'm going to be more mentally tough. Being out for this long, it's taught me a lot about myself, about the people around me. It's taught me so many things that, when I come back and, apply that to my everyday life, back on track and as a healthy student athlete, I feel like that's going to take me really far. But, cheering you guys on, congratulations about, the Nebraska track team on getting third at Big Tens.
Oh, yeah.
That was huge, bro. I was watching that on my TV. I was streaming it, dude. That was so cool, bro. My roommate, shout out Henry Zimmerman, he got third as a freshman. That was so cool, man, watching him throw that 71-foot throw. Shout out Alex Talley, all those guys. That was awesome, man. But yeah, I love it so far, man. Let me ask you, your second year here, how was that transition from like your first year to your second year? Like, what's it like being a sophomore here at the University of Nebraska?
Honestly, bro, it's I say it's bittersweet, if I'm gonna be real with you. Mm-hmm. Like starting off into the year, like I'm a walk-on, so my first whole half of the semester, I didn't run track. So going into that, bro, college lifestyles, partying all the time, staying up till like 4 o'clock. Like, I don't know how I was doing it. I don't know how I had the energy, but that was my life, like with the classes 24/7. And then when I got on the track team, like my inspiration getting on the track team it wasn't like, oh, I want to be the fastest guy ever. Or I want to, like, it was never like anything on those terms. It was more of like, okay, I saw them running at track practice, and I was all like, I could do that. Like, if they doing that, I could do it. So it was more of like a prove to myself type thing when it came to track and field out here at Nebraska. But after that, bro, I got that goal, and I couldn't just stop there. And then I set a bigger goal. I set another goal, and I kept going. Like, okay, now I want to make it to conference. Now I want to go to nationals. This and the other. Nationals ain't happened. COVID hit, smacked me in the face.
Smacked all of us in the face.
Yeah,
bro.
we gonna say that's the only reason why nationals didn't happen because of COVID. But other than that, y'all, I say, yeah, man. I mean, it's been an amazing experience. I did, and especially like now with Coach E and Nikki on the team, right. I feel like that brought everything up a lot. And we have a lot more room to grow once we allow some more things to be accepted on the team.
Right.
But other than that, man, that's my thought process with my transition with track and field here in Nebraska. But, hey, yo, how you feel about Nebraska? Because, like, before I got here, I didn't even know it was a thing. Like, I did not know it was a thing, like, honestly.
What, Nebraska is a state?
Yeah, I didn't even know Nebraska. I did not know Nebraska was a state. Like, I had no idea. It was clueless. So, did you always know about Nebraska, or what's up?
Oh, man. I don't think I knew him too well. I was a really big college football guy, like, as a kid. Like, growing up, my favorite college was Ohio State, but I was always tuning in with all the football games and stuff, and I always saw Nebraska just balling out, man. I'm like, man, that's got to be a super cool school to be at. And, like, I don't know, man, just – like, I always knew them for football and stuff like that. And, like, I didn't even think twice about track because I didn't start taking track serious until really, like, my junior year of high school. And so when I got that letter about, like, hey, this is a questionnaire, tell us your times, tell us about yourself. And I was like, Nebraska track and field, let me look it up real quick. And, like, I found, like, all these crazy things, man. I was looking up videos. I even saw your YouTube videos before I came here, bro. Like, I was watching your videos, like, about, like, you traveling and stuff. I'm like, oh, man, this looks so dope, man. Like, this is cool. And so, yeah, I mean, I kind of, like, I learned more about it. And the crazy thing is, with COVID and, like, all the, like, restrictions and stuff like that, I actually didn't take a visit here, dude. I had to commit just through the phone. So I'm gonna be at the University of Nebraska running track next year for you guys. And you know, I came here in August. It was my first time, and like it was just like my eyes just like like it was insane. Like I don't know if you've ever been to Tennessee before, but if you've ever been like downtown Nashville, Tennessee, bro, like it is so cool, so chill, and like those are kind of like the vibes I get here. Like it's super nice, super friendly people. Like there's this thing called being Nebraska nice, and it's true, bro. And like the people here are just super friendly, and I'm really glad with the decision I made, man, because you know at first like I was nervous coming in. Like I say, when you commit to something that you've never been to before, like there's a lot of fear behind it. I was super happy and super nervous coming in, but like I said, this feels like home to me now. Like I'm gonna go on for the rest of my life saying like, man, I was a college student, track athlete at the University of Nebraska. Like this is my like alter meta, or however you say that. Like this, it's super cool, man. So yeah, you know, let me ask you now, man. So I know you're traveling a lot. You said your mom's in the Army, right?
Yeah.
So I know you're always traveling and stuff like that. So how was that kind of like growing up, you know, traveling around and stuff like that, and always kind of having to like make new friends and stuff like that? Like that's I've always heard about that, but I've never knew anybody firsthand like that's had to really go through that. So kind of like what's that like?
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, going through all that.
I'll tap you into the lifestyle a little bit right here, really quick. So mom being in the military, we're gonna start off with the sweet, you know, the traveling. You know, got to experience a lot of places. At 1 year old, I moved, like literally straight out the womb, pretty much. Went to Italy, bro, and from there, I mean, I don't remember nothing. I remember one thing because I think it was traumatizing. It was like my sister. We was walking out the house. It was a whole bunch of sheep and like hella snow, and my sister walked out and just sunk in the snow. That's the only thing I remember. Yeah, it was deep, bro. It was deep.
My gosh.
Yeah, but other than that, like we've been to some cool places. Like we've been to Korea, we've been to China, we've been to Hawaii. So we got to tap in a little bit with the traveling. But let's run into that nice little reality a little bit. Mom being in the Army. You know, a lot of people know, like, when people in the Army, they gotta deploy for a certain amount of time. So
right.
She was going for a big portion of my life, honestly. You know, that kind of hit in my chest. Like, even when I talk about now, like, I mean, I know it was okay because she had to do it. And, like, you know, that's my mom's. I love her. She was a single mom, like, raising us. Right. So, you know, I got no type of resentment towards her or nothing, but I know that it's some feelings lingering from that, just because I like how I feel when I talk about it. Right. But you know, even off that though, like I gained a whole lot of independence, a whole lot of confidence and self-love, self-reflection off moments like that, because I didn't have anyone like, I didn't, like, she wasn't there. Right. So, like, it was no choice. It was no choice but me and my sister, like, be, like, each other's, like, support, each other's backbone, and just, like, be there for each other, rock with each other. And we really close. Like, that type of lifestyle made us, like, down for each other 24/7. Like, even now, we call each other, like, literally every day type stuff, FaceTiming and stuff. But, yeah, when it comes to the friends part of it, man, I don't claim friends easily at all. Like I may hang out with some people. You know, I'm a very good person when it comes to like networking, you know, meeting new people and everything, but I don't claim friends easily at all. Or like I know when I got like some type of care for someone or vice versa. But like growing up, moving all the time made my connection, and what is that? It just made my connection like really fragile, because I knew, eventually I'm going to just leave them, or eventually they're going to leave me. So It's like, what's the point of building a deep bond? Like, okay, we messing with each other right now, but I'm going to be gone in a year type stuff. So it's like, but I mean, with that, at the same time, that made me, I feel like, become someone who never cared about what anyone else thought of me, because, like, I was always moving, so I was never, like, grasping like any type of I'm gonna follow this person or follow that person. I was always okay, I'm gonna do me. Right. Like I'm gonna do it up. Yeah, I move on my own. Like I rock how I rock. You either with me or you not. At the end of the day, it's gonna be me type stuff. And you know that's what I love about it though, because in moments like now in college, I could sit in my room all day. Everyone else could be doing all type of stuff. I couldn't care less, bro. I'll do me. Or, like, if I see anything going on that's, like, not okay, now I speak out about it, because, like, I'm like, yo, like your thoughts on this, like we're both human beings,
Right.
So I have no type of, like, I understand hierarchy and stuff, but at the same time, like, I speak out on it, like literally everything, because it's like my thought process, my mental. But like at the same time, I do have friends, like childhood friends. Like we meet up here and there. They like literally my brothers to me. They like the only people I knew since my childhood, and I feel like that, like stuff like that, precious to me, because I don't have a lot of it. And then now in college, you know, it's true. You find your lifelong friends. Like I got Matt, bro. Like Charlie, cool. I know Pop. Pop a little.
Pop's my guy.
Pop
bro.
a little.
Shout out Pop, bro.
Shout out Pop.
That dude was cool.
Pop a little on the top, but like Pop will literally, he will do anything in his power to help you if you ask him, and if you like really real about your stuff. Like I was talking to him about the podcast stuff. He like, hey yo, like let me know whatever you need. Like you need to know like what you need invested in you. If you need anything invested in you, I got you type stuff. He was like, bro, I'll buy you a mic, I'll buy you a camera, anything.
Man.
Like, and I was like, yo, this dude like really down for me. It's like, so, and then I from traveling all the time, I realized who really there for me and who not.
Right.
Like when you talk about, oh, let's go get this podcast stuff, and you keep hitting me up about it, I know you really like want to do it, and I really want to do it, but you're not the first person who brought it up to me, you feel me? But you're the first person I've done it with. Right. So it's like people talk. Like we were saying when we first started this, but we never made a move. Now we making a move. So but that's my experience with that Army lifestyle. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you for talking about that, man. I know that's something that's like deep to your heart and stuff like that. Like, you know,
cry.
something that's hard to talk about, but then like it's something like you know, you need to like hear and just speak on and just like, you know, let those emotions out, man. That's huge. So like I said, thank you for talking about that, bro.
Hey man, of course. All right, so bro, what do you think is the most important thing to know about this track experience, or even the college experience, the experience that we going through right now? Experience right now.
The most important, man. Most important, I gotta say off the rip, is nothing like high school. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep it 100, man. It's nothing like high school track. No matter where you came from, almost every person I talk to would tell me that's like it's different from high school. It's a whole new ball game. Like, you know, you might have been the best player or best runner in your conference, in your division, whatever it was in your school or your state technically. But here it's a whole new ball game. You got people from across the world that come here to compete, that are literally doing this stuff to earn money back home for like their family. Like people, it's so much more serious, but at the same time, like the reward I feel like is so much greater than, you know, that of, you know, a high schooler. Like winning a Big Ten championship here, I feel like placing first doesn't even compare to winning state in high school. Like it's just a whole new ball game, and the work that has to be put into it is like night and day. I don't think I've ever had to work this hard at anything in my entire life until I came here. And like you're gonna go through it. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. There's gonna be days where you're just like, man, I really don't want to do this. Like why am I doing this to myself? And then there's going to be days, dude, where you feel like a superhero. Like from all those workouts and everything you do, it's just going to all hit you at once randomly. You're going to be like walking home from a class and you're like, man, I feel good right now. Like, you know, like when you eat good, you work, you do the right things physically, you talk to the right people, you keep your mental right, your spiritual health, all that. Like you're going to feel that. And like you said about how you learned about how to be independent. College teaches you how to be independent, and that is one thing that you're gonna have to learn on how to get comfortable with. Unless you live, you know, at home, you go to like a school close to home, or you have to commute to college, then you don't really get that much of an experience. But when you travel, kind of like how I did, and kind of like how you did, like you really have to learn how to be independent. You literally have to find food for yourself, find water for yourself. Nobody's gonna tell you to keep up on your classes but you. It's independency, and you really just have to kind of learn that. And it's the way you got to look at it is as a chance to grow in every aspect of your life almost. So that's probably the most important thing I got to say about, you know, college, the D1 lifestyle. It's about being independent, finding yourself, being your own person, knowing that you have to put in work that you've never had to do before, and just setting out goals for yourself that they're going to take a while to attain, and they're going to be tough to reach, and there's going to be times you're going to be beat down. You don't want to do anything at all, those days are the days where you for real get better at track. And I feel like being surrounded by like-minded people like you, like I knew like off the rip that you were going to be a guy that I was going to be close with, because we both have like the same mentality about these types of things. Like there's not many people that I know that would take this chance like this to start up their own YouTube or want to start a podcast or something like that. Like you're gonna meet like-minded people out here, and you got to know to stick by those people, because they're gonna push you beyond your limits, or being pushed farther than you ever thought you could be. So yeah, that's kind of what I gotta say.
Hey, that's true, honestly.
Gotta say about that.
That's honestly facts, and I completely agree with you on all of those points. But I also think like when it comes to your track lifestyle, you also gotta make sure you having a good balance with that, balance outside of track. Cause I mean, we at the end of the day, like even as a professional athlete, track's not gonna be there your whole life. So I mean, you gotta make sure you getting your grades in. You gotta make sure you making those friends. Like don't completely shut yourself out to 100% track, because you might need someone one day, and someone you might need someone, and you look to your right, look to your left. No one's there for you.
You can't let it consume you.
Yeah, you can't let it consume you. You cannot, because that drains you. That drains you. Like college in general, like the experience, like whether you're away from home, like far, or you're not that far, but you never been away from your parents or your grandparents or family, or this is a new experience. This experience in itself, like how you're saying, you gotta be independent with the classes, with the homework, with the food, with the water, literally with everything. So that stuff, that eventually it gets on you, like it starts weighing on you a little bit. So you always gotta make sure you got someone there for you to fall back on, or you gonna end up like me. Like my freshman year, it was sickening. It was sickening. Like I had people, but they were more like limited, like momentary people. They weren't like-minded people like Niko was talking about right then. Like it weren't like-minded people at all. There were people where I would go out and party with, but then they get mad at me when I can't go party with them anymore, because I was focusing on chasing my dreams, chasing my goals. So then when moments like that hit, when all the independence, all the stresses, all the classes, all the track, all the not reaching my goals how I want to, like the work, all that, when all that would weigh on me, I wouldn't have no one to go to. And I end up, track would end up being my release. I end up back at track, having a little mental breakdown and stuff, because no one else is there for me type stuff. You don't want to end up like that. Like even if you got one person at track practice, and y'all always there with each other, man, and you could rely on them, even if it's just one person. That's all you need. But you can't let it consume you like that. It's that balance, man. I gotta have that balance.
Nah, man, that's literally huge, man. Having that one person to rely on, or just, whenever you're going through it. And, like, I'm not even going to lie, man. As a guy, it's really hard to be open with, like, another person, I feel like, to talk about things that you're going through. Because, us dudes, I feel like we love to, like, shelter stuff in and just, like, kind of block out the world. And, like, we'll be cool in public. But then if we go back home and, like, something will really bother us, like, we're going to let it bother us. Like, we're just going to keep on replaying that in our head. And just, like I said, like, having that one person, or even if you're on the other side of things and you see your friend kind of acting a little different, or you see him a little down, or just just checking up on that person can go a really long way, I feel like. So that's just another side note, and that's just another thing of D1 track. I feel like as a college student in general, life gets hard, man. Stuff gets real fast.
Real fast, man.
I'm saying.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Let's transition though. For all the people watching, or are they going to watch in the future, what is the best way to go D1 in any sport? Let's just not even make it just track. Really, in any sport, how do you separate yourself from all those other kids in the United States on getting that roster spot, on securing the spot, and chasing that dream almost every single athlete has, is trying to go Division I in their sport? What do you think?
Man, honestly, I think there's a lot that goes into it, because I would say being realistic is a huge thing. Like, you gotta be realistic with yourself. Like, are you putting in the work that needs to be put in? Like, are you confident in yourself? Do you believe in yourself? Because you believing in yourself is 100% of the battle, man. Because like you could be the fastest person in the world, but if you don't believe you could run, or you could have the best pitching arm. If you don't believe you could throw, you're not gonna be able to do it. Like, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't believe in yourself, all that talent means nothing. So I feel like that's a big part of it. Just believing in yourself, being real with yourself, putting in the work, and then honestly, not letting what anyone else says get in the way of your dreams. Because from personal experience, me getting on this track team at the University of Nebraska, I had a couple coaches that honestly didn't believe in me to be right here right now, to be on the team, to go to conference. You know, they looked at me. A lot of you guys may know me. Some of y'all might not. And they saw a big buff black guy, and they were like, "Hey, bro." Oh man, they were like, "Hey, bro, like, you should be playing football. Like, you shouldn't be out here on the track." But you know, it was what I wanted to do. Like, it was my dream. Like, it might not have been a long-term dream or nothing, but it was a dream.
Right.
And like, honestly, if you're someone who lets your dreams die, or if you're someone who lets someone else tell you what to do about your dreams, then I feel like you're someone who would fold on yourself in any type of situation. And that's something you can't allow happen, because man, I mean, that's just negativity right there, all in its own. So I feel like, man, honestly, at the end of the day, man, it's just about your work ethic, believing in yourself, setting goals, man. Set some goals for yourself. Set some goals. Like, stair-step it, man. Make some little goals here by here, day by day, and then make a nice little, at the end of the year, goal. You know, at summer goal, any type of goal, man. At the end of the season goal, like, make small ones to build up to your big ones. Because, I mean, if you just go in there and raw, man, that never leads to nothing good. That never leads to nothing good. Look, at the end of the day. But what you think, bro? Because we got some different point of views.
Yeah. My thing is, for me, believing in yourself, 100% the battle, man. I mean, for me, my mentality, like, starting from when I set out my goal in, like, about middle school, and originally, you know, plans changed. I thought I was going to go to college to be a D1 football athlete, right? And not even just about the track part, but, like, in middle school, when I set out that goal, I told myself and I acted upon that I am a D1 athlete before I was even a D1 athlete. Taking back like 7 years, like, I had that mentality that I was already there at whatever college it is, balling out and doing my thing. Like, I had that mentality, and I carried that with me with everything I did, with every decision I made, because I knew that everything, like he said, was a stepping stone on getting to where I wanted to be. So, you know, I made the right decisions when it came to the, you know, going out, partying, not doing crazy stuff, you know, keeping a good image of myself, working hard. And the work, man, it speaks for itself. You know, my mentality was I have to outwork every other person in not even just my little area, but the nation, in a sense, to get to where I wanted to be, because I know that so many people wanted to be in my spot, and I gotta, you know, you got to do something different that they're not seeing. And it starts with your high school, man. It starts with your team, and your little team. Try your best to, you know, work your way up and be the man of your team, because coaches notice that when they recruit you, they're going to ask your coach who's the best player on your team. And, like, they want to know how other people view you. They're going to go to rival schools and be like, hey, who's the standout player at this school? They're going to do their research, and they're going to see and how you rank and all these different things, man. So, you know, the work is going to speak for itself. Like you said, don't let nobody get in the way of your goals. I've had countless people tell me that I'm going to amount to basically nothing, that you should just give up on your goals, all this nonsense, bro. And you just got to block out that noise, because those people are just not content with themselves. Yeah. And when you're in pursuit of something great, people want to see you fall, bro. Like some people like a hero, bro, but nobody, how do I say this? Everybody, like, a lot of people want to see that person fall, see that person fail. Yeah. That's literally just everything, man. So, yeah, I'm going on a rant, but at the end of the day, man, believe in yourself. You got this. And like I said, if you have any questions about anything, man, drop it in the comments below, in the live, anything, man. I feel like that's what it takes.
In the live.
To be a D1 athlete.
In the live. Hey, yo, if y'all got anything to tap in with in the live, yo, slide in the comments. I see y'all. What's up, Dina? What's up, School? What's up, Garrett? Yo, what's up, Moving Silence? Olive, welcome back to the live, yo. If y'all got anything y'all want us to tap in on, go ahead and run it back. But, yes. Okay. You said that you had to make sure that, you know, you was doing everything, like, not doing nothing crazy or anything like that. I I wonder because like we kind of different. I was all over the place. Not gonna lie, I was all over the place. But like, did you still like go out, have fun, party a little bit, have some type of experiences, or was it just like all?
I'm not sure. For me, I feel like I was more of kind of like an introvert. Like in high school, I was very like goal oriented and focused on like kind of what I had to do. Like there would be times where I'll go out, have fun with friends and stuff like that, do my thing, but it really just never really like appealed to me. Like I feel like any party that I went to, or I didn't really go to much in high school, but any time that I went, like it just really wasn't my place, like where I thrive, or like my domain, or anywhere. It just wasn't like something I was just interested in, like because when I see people start smoking, start drinking, and just start getting crazy, like I just had this internal feeling of like, man, like this just really isn't me, or like I don't know, it's just the way like I kind of felt about it. It just really never just like was fun to me. Like what was fun to me was like getting a bunch of dudes, going to like a football field, bro, and like training for like 2 to 3 hours, and like throwing the ball, or like lifting with my friends, bro, or like just I feel like those moments are the moments that I remember. It's just all the people that I wanted to like put in work with me and work out, and I feel like that was just kind of like where I thrived and like where I wanted to be. And I always liked like helping people too, like aside from being an athlete and stuff like that, like in class, like I feel like I got along with a lot of people that like just didn't even do any type of sport, or we're just different. And I enjoy like meeting different types of people and building those connections and stuff like that, and being cool with them and just being like a good person to people, bro, because like you won't believe like how being nice to somebody or saying like one compliment, how far that goes, because some people, like we said earlier, are really going through it, and that goes a long way. And that's why like the social media stuff and bullying and or comparing yourself to other people, like it's honestly super toxic, man. Especially for our generation, because everything you see, everything now, everything's monetized, everything's on social media, and it's facts, man. But yeah, for you're still here. You're here right now. All the decisions you made, you're here. You're balling out. You're doing your thing, bro. Freaking the most swole dude on the Nebraska track team, as you said. Like, with your decisions and stuff like that, you came out more than just fine, my guy. Yeah. So I mean, like going back to like your younger self and like all the stuff you did, like what would you tell your younger self if you had the chance to go back and just talk to him for like 5 minutes?
Hey, bro, honestly, I would say, man, if I got to talk to my younger self, man, I'd honestly just tell this dude to love yourself, man. Because, I mean, like, looking at it now, I don't know why I'm like getting emotional.
We're here, bro. We're here.
Oh, man, but looking at it now, like I had a lot of interesting moments in my past, like some really like close calls, like nothing. Like I was thinking about how you said you didn't go out much, like, and when you did, you didn't feel like you was like in your domain.
Right.
My high school type, like I didn't go out at all in high school.
Really?
Yeah, no, not at all. Like I ain't like party, nothing like that. Like my freshman year of high school, bro, like it's all weird. It's all like a blur. Like I know where I was at, I know what was going on, but it's like it's not real to me in this moment that I'm in now. It's like I wasn't connected with me. It's like I was just going through the motions. Like I had some experiences, I had some good times, there was people there, but it was like I would like now it's like an out of body experience, which is kind of weird. It's like I want to say I wasn't I don't know what word I'm looking for, but yeah, it's just like I wasn't really there. Yeah. But as I started getting older though, the experiences, the memories, they more potent. But I'd honestly tell myself, just love yourself and just do what you're gonna do and don't have any type of regrets. Because those regrets are what weigh on you the most, I feel like, in your lifestyle. Right. And it's like, people, like, when they compare themselves to other people, that's another thing, bro. Don't compare yourself to nobody else. Because we all got our own journeys. We all got our own lifestyles. And then if I look at how one person is doing things compared to how I'm doing things, and I'm not happy with how I'm doing things, like, is me, like, if I do what they're doing, like, would I be happy with that? Like, I gotta be, like, you gotta find happiness in yourself. Like, I gotta find happiness in myself. Because at the end of the day, like, all that stuff that they're doing might not even make me feel no better. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So that's just some stuff I would tell myself in the past. Like, ooh, he was interesting, bro. I was extroverted. I could talk to people, but I really stayed to myself. Like how I talked to you about like the connections earlier.
Right.
I didn't like that. Like, so I really like I had a wall with everybody. I feel like that's why my high school years were kind of off. It's like either when I got there, they already had their little cliques and their groups and stuff, so I wouldn't really fit in nowhere. Or anyone tried to like make something with me, then I limit them to what I allow them to have access to when it came to my life type stuff.
Right.
Or my feelings in general. If that, yeah. Ooh. What about you?
Yeah, that's a touchy one, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm over here.
No, man.
Here.
I mean, for starters, I gotta say probably like a really tough time through high school that I personally went through was like my sophomore year. Sophomore year, for some reason, like, you know, like about that comparing yourself deal that you were talking about. Like, I was seeing all these dudes getting these offers for football and all these crazy, you know, they were getting like crazy offers, and I was looking at myself and I'm like, bro, I got no offers, like I got nothing. And like in reality that wasn't the case, because like, you know, like I was a starting varsity player as a sophomore on my football team, and that's like a really like proud accomplishment to be proud for. But for like a person like me who was chasing something, like it didn't matter about anything else. For me, it was just about getting that scholarship and trying to get what I wanted at the end of the day. And like I wasn't getting it, and I was seeing other people get it, and it was just so frustrating, man.
Hurts.
And like it was just a lot of things that year that were just building up on me. I was just trying to like find myself, and I was just like super lost. And I was taking track, like if you about what we said earlier about how if you are too focused on track and like or football, whatever your sport is, like it ends up consuming you. And that's ended up what happening, and everything just started crashing at once. And like I was really going through it with like panic attacks or like just anxiety. Like this was my first time hearing about any of this stuff or like experienced it for the first hand. I had no idea what it was, and like I don't know, it was just a super tough time. And like, you know, for me, I had to really fall back on like my parents and my close friends to help me get through it, because, you know, it was just a time that I was like really down and just had to just mentally push through it. And, you know, I'm super glad that I did. And like going back, if I were to be able to talk to my past self, I would just tell my past self to just relax, stay calm, and everything's gonna be okay. Because like it's moments like that where you're like super down and super just frustrated and things aren't going your way. That's where like you really grow as a person and figure things out. So for me, yeah, like that was a really tough time. But not like from what I know now about mental health, and like, you know, when I'm down, like about how I recently got injured, like I feel like I knew how to approach that, and I knew like myself, and I knew how to keep myself busy with working out and being close to friends and just talking to people that I know would help bring me up. So, you know, if, you know, like I said, I feel like if I were to go back, that's what I'd say. And message to y'all, just relax. You're going to be fine. Don't compare yourself to others. Chill out. You're going to be fine, bro. I promise. You got this.
For real. I feel like that's key too. Like in your hard moments, in your tough moments, you gotta be able to like kind of step back and like, I know it's hard because, you know, it's hella emotions, hella feelings, like so much going on that you don't enjoy. You're uncomfortable. But uncomfortable, like you being uncomfortable is what causes you to grow. But you gotta be able to like step back and like observe that, be like, okay, what's going on? What's happening right now? Okay, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. What's going, like, how can this lead me to a better spot though? Like, you can't just look at all the negatives. You can't just look at all the, oh my God, like this is crashing, this is crashing, this is crashing. Like, what am I gaining out of this too? Like, I feel like that's key. And, you know, that's really easy to say, but at the same time, we both here right now, so we did it in some way, shape, or form.
You got through it.
Yeah, so in some way, shape, or form. Like, man, running back, I freaking tore my shoulder. I got a whole shoulder surgery, and it's like, man, at the beginning of it, I was like, okay, you know, everything's over type stuff. Like, I mean, this my senior year of high school. Like, I mean, ain't nothing I could do from here. I mean, I'm not gonna. I lost all hope in myself when it came to sports, but like for a quick moment. But then, man, you know, I kind of stepped back and I talked to my mom, and she was all like, man, at the end of the day, man, you're you with or without track.
That's what my mom be saying, bro.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, she's like, man, that doesn't make you who you are. And, you know, in the moment, I'm like, nah. I'm like, nah, forget that. You know, I'm
The same way.
like I'm a beast. Like, you know, I put in all this work, all these years, all this sweat, all these tears. You know, I put in all this stuff, and you telling me that like it's not a part of me. But at the end of the day, it was the habit, it was the dedication, bro. It was the commitment that was a part of me. It wasn't the sport. And you know, I feel like that's what makes a lot of people amazing athletes. Athletes in general, when it comes to any type of level, like, is being able to realize it's those small, like, key factors, the dedication, like the heart, the love, man, the grind, the sweat, that are the pieces of you. It's not the sport. Because once that sport is gone, you still gonna have those habits, you still gonna have that dedication, but it's gonna be put towards something else, man. Like your family, you gonna know how to operate when it comes to a family. Though it's something new, man. That's like your track now. That's your life now. You not like, we not gonna be spending all our days and all our hours on the track, bro. We gonna be spending them with the kids, like with the family. You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like just stepping back and like looking at it and seeing what you could gain from it, how you could grow, is a really important part when it comes to like moments that are not the brightest, you know, not the brightest at all. Also realizing, regardless on if you mad or not, life gonna keep going on. So you sitting there mad, not gonna help nothing.
Exactly. You're sitting there drowning your sorrow. It's not gonna do you any good, bro. I'm telling you.
Exactly that.
Like going about like when you tore your shoulder, bro. Like when I got my injury, my mom was saying the same exact things, bro. She was like, you got to figure out what you're going to do with your life, man. You know, track ain't always going to be there, as you know right now.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing with your time to get you a job or, like, do something that's really going to mean something? Like, track is super cool and you're super good at it. He's like, but right now, you're out of commission. Like, what are you going to do? And I'm not going to lie to you. I had a cool identity crisis for a cool week and a half. Like, I was just like, man. What is my purpose? Like, why? Like, what am I without track? Like, I for real thought like I was nothing without track because I've never been injured before. This is my first time ever really, like, going through something like this. And I'm like, man, like, what am I going to do? Yeah. And then right when that happened, I was like, let me try this YouTube thing, man. Let me try tapping in with this. And I was trying new things and trying to, like, learn things about myself and looking through new degrees and stuff like that. Like, you just got to put your energy towards something else and something meaningful. Yeah. Make sure you say that, something meaningful and something that isn't negative, because the negativity will stack on top of each other, just like how positivity will, or just how doing, like, productivity will. Like, you got to distract yourself with something good in order to make it, man, because, you know, you gotta have, like I said, you just gotta have goals. Like with this YouTube thing, like, you know, right now I'm like, I think at 125 subscribers, but I know in the future that it's gonna be something big. Like, you know, when I get back on the track and start doing my thing, like, I know there's gonna be some crazy day or some crazy race where all the stars align, and, like, you know, I'll do something crazy, and a lot, like, some kid's gonna be out there and he's gonna be like, oh man, who's that Niko dude? Oh, he's got a YouTube. Oh, let me tap in real quick. He's gonna check it out. And, like, it's just gonna keep. It's like a ripple effect, man. And, like, you know, it just starts here. And yeah, like I said, if there's any injured athletes out there that are going through it, just keep pushing, keep doing your thing, stay close with your family and loved ones and people that, you know, inspire you, and just know that you'll be fine at the end of the day.
COVID. Excuse me. No, facts. You know, it's crazy. Running back to when you said, like, when you like to help people outside of track, outside of sports, outside athletes. It's so crazy how different lifestyles are from an athlete and from a non-athlete. Like, I feel like a lot of people really don't, like, they can't grasp it if you're not in the situation. Like, for me, I'm glad, like, I'm blessed that I had the opportunity to be a NARP, because that's what they called me. A non-athletic regular person. That's bro, most disrespectful thing I've ever heard.
It's a harsh term, bro.
Like, man was all like, yeah, bro, you were a NARP. I was like, bro, what? Like, I felt I didn't even know what the word meant. I was like, felt disrespected. But like, I was blessed to have the opportunity, because I got to see how everything operated without track. Like, I got to feel that feeling. I got to see the environment, like, just go to classes and have all that free time.
Right.
But then it's at the end of the day, like, looking at it now, man, I the other day I was having a tough time with my times and not progressing like how I want to. Mm-hmm. And I was all like, you know, I'm not on scholarship. I could literally just not even do this. Like, I could leave and not say a thing type stuff. But I look back on, like, my time before when I wasn't an athlete, and I was all like, man, like, would I be happy doing that? or would I be happy if I were to quit on myself now? And I was like, nah, you know. I mean, you moments like that, the self-reflection, like your identity crisis, like that's, I feel like coming back from that, having those moments in itself are important for the growth as well.
Right.
But like when it comes to those non-athletic, when it comes to people, bro, oh my gosh, why do they?
It's messed up. It's messed up for real.
But yeah, do you think like how different you think your life would be if you was just like not running the track?
Like without any sports or not running track?
Let's say no sports.
No sports at all. Man, I'm not sure. I feel like sports, like how you said about a person who really just does it just to do it, as in like you have a goal and you set out for yourself and you just want to get better and you just want to see yourself succeed no matter what it's in. Like I feel like that I would have learned it later down in life. I feel like I kind of wouldn't be just doing whatever. Like even right now, like even with the sports and everything that I know, like there's still like a lot of questions out there for me, kind of like what I want to do, like beyond track and with myself. And that's just a question I ask myself every day and trying to figure out about myself. Like I feel like it'd take me a while to learn, but I feel like I'd honestly put my energy towards like something meaningful, man. Like building a business or building like myself. Like I don't know, what I do know is like I definitely wouldn't like change like my mentality and like how I act towards people. Like me being an athlete versus me being a normal, like just a non-athlete, like I feel like I would treat people the same at the end of the day. Like I feel like it's weird, this is just how I operate, bro, but like I honestly feel like at times like I treat other people better than I would treat my own self. Like it's really messed up, and I don't know like why I'm like wired like this or like do this, but like I honestly like for some reason like I just get like I feel like it's like my purpose to help other people out, and that's just kind of like the way I am. And I feel like if I wasn't an athlete, then that just be what I'd be doing all the time. It's like maybe I get a job that'll help me help other people out more specifically. And right now I have like I'm just blessed to come here and do my thing, and just get what word am I looking for? Like I'm given everything to be in my element, and I get paid. I think like the Migos said this, but like if you get paid to be in your bag, then you're winning. Like that's basically how I look at it. I'm not getting paid, not yet, but every day I get to do what I love, and that's to work out, try to inspire people, and like I said, just have fun with it. And I feel like this is like a time that I'm really gonna remember forever, because like not everybody gets this opportunity, bro. Like
that's true.
Some people are given unfortunate cards, and that, like I said, life is life, and like what you said, life is gonna go on either way. Like whether you make it or you don't, like you got to take your L's and move on with them. And I feel like taking L's is something that you learn so much more losing than you do winning, bro. Like I feel like of all the races I won versus all the races I lost, like losing taught me so much more, and like it humbled myself so many more times and broke me down and built me back up to be even better and even better. Like this injury was an L, and all it's doing is making me mentally stronger, so that when I do get back, I know how to take care of my body better. I know what I'll do, and the next time I get hurt, how I won't be as sad for as long as I was. So yeah, I went off crazy on that topic, but
you good, bro. Hey,
let me think of something to ask back. How long has this been going on for? Like
we've been going for like 50 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. This is interesting. What's up, Lamarius? Welcome back to the live.
I'm trying to go live on TikTok, so I need 1K followers. I'm at 300 something.
Hey, we got hey yo. Hold on. What's up, Yordi? Hey yo, tap in here. Hey y'all, follow my boy. I don't even know how many people we got in here. 6 people.
6 people.
Hey yo, I'm gonna tap in here, and y'all follow the person I type in here. And we gonna tap in with this live, yo. But hey y'all, welcome back to the live. It's good to have y'all in here, y'all. Share the live. We doing podcast right now. We hitting topics. Oh yeah, I sent. We good.
Maybe that's it. I think that's it.
You think?
Type it in. It should work.
You think?
We gonna find out.
Yo, what's up, Yordi? Hey y'all, share the live, y'all. Let's get this. Let's get the podcast rolling. We doing podcasts. We gonna post this on the YouTube. Both our YouTubes.
Are there any questions in there?
Nah, bro. They're just saying, hey,
hey.
we gonna be tapping in. We gonna try to do this. We gonna do this once a week. Yeah, we gonna get them out. So if y'all got any topics, y'all got anything y'all wanna like. Want any words of advice, relationship, life, anything, tap them in. We gonna run through them. Yeah, but I feel like What we doing right now, bro, I feel like how you say, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Right.
It's experience we never gonna get again. I feel like if people don't capitalize off of this moment, like people in our position, student athletes, people in college in general, like this one dude I heard about, someone's homie. My professor was talking about him. He was one of his students. He didn't do any sports, but he started a YouTube in college. And the experiences that he was having, and just like his daily life, stuff like that, just regular stuff.
Right, low-key stuff.
Yeah, and he said he don't even need to go to college. He said he quit college because of all the money he was making, this and the other.
Man.
Oh, man. Michigan, I think that's what school he went to. Whoa. Yeah. So I'm like, but even like for us in general, like me reaching out to people, but I reached out to this one girl on the soccer team who does news. I reached out to this other guy. He used to play football. He's the homie Andrew. Shout out to Andrew.
What up, Andrew?
But I reached out to him. His case was a little different because he has to get a whole bunch of stuff signed.